I'm joined by Jake Shields, who will take a 15-fight win streak into the octagon when he faces Georges St-Pierre on April 30th in Toronto. Jake, thanks for joining us today. How you doing?
Yeah, no problem.
Now, you're about to step into the cage and accomplish a goal you've had for quite a while. You'll be facing Georges St-Pierre in Toronto for the UFC welterweight belt. How excited are you for this fight?
Man, I couldn't be more excited. Like I said, this is the fight that I've been going after for years. You know, I want to be the UFC welterweight champion since I started the sport. Now it's finally right in front of me, so I'm just ready to get out there and go out there and fight.
Now, Georges St-Pierre is a fan favorite in Canada. You're entering hostile territory. Any trepidation?
No, not really. Of course, you know, that's a small factor, but you can't let that kind of stuff get to you. When it comes down to it, it's only going to be me and George in the cage. No one else will the ref, but no one that can help him, you know. Yeah, the crowd's going to be booing me and cheering him, but it is what it is. It's something you go out there and deal with.
Now, you've been in this game for a while. When you started, did you have any idea that you'd be entering the cage with 55,000 people in the stands watching you?
No, you know, when I first started fighting, there wasn't these kind of options. I guess possibly maybe in Japan, but, you know, I was fighting, you know, in front of 1,000 people, and even the UFCs back then would maybe have like 8,000, I don't know. So it wasn't something really looked at to get rich and famous back then. We just fought because we love fighting, and it's great to see this growth, you know, with 55,000 people. That's just insane. Not something I saw myself doing, but I'm glad to be here.
Now, ultimate goal, UFC welterweight strap. What would it feel like to have Dana White put that around your waist?
It'll be a dream come true. You know, I've worked so hard for this. I've been in the sport 11 years, busting, you know, working hard, and to finally get it, it'll mean so much.
Now let's talk about the UFC. How has that experience been? Your first fight coming out, Martin Kampmann, didn't go as you would have liked. What's that been like?
The whole experience has been great. You know, overall, I feel like I had a really poor performance against Martin Kampmann, but regardless, you know, the UFC's treated me great before, and they've treated me great after. You know, I don't think it wasn't my great performance, but I think Dana, you know, he wasn't mad at me for it. I'm sure he wasn't particularly thrilled that I put on a poor performance, but you know, I was able to go out there and still win, and he still gave me the title shot like he said he would, you know, so far I'm very happy with the UFC.
Now, you've had a tough time getting your weight back down to welterweight. Is weight an issue, and are you confident with it going into it?
Oh yeah, you know, you know, I dropped a lot of weight fast coming off 85s, and it was just, you know, I miscalculated things, which was all, it was all mess up on my part, all stupidity. But then, you know, I made the mistake once, but definitely not going to do it again. My weight's where it needs to be right now. I'm like 184 right now, so it should be a nice, easy cut coming in.
All right, well, we wish you the best of luck in this fight coming up in Canada.
Thank you.